So Jade, first of all, congratulations on winning the SWPL2 Player of the Month award for November 2021. How does it feel?
I'm actually speechless. I didn't expect to win it. I mean, it's been one of my goals for a while to even get nominated, let alone win. So to win it is just unbelievable.
Before we talk about the month of November, because it's been a spectacular month for you personally and the team, at the moment, as Dundee United, you're unbeaten, top of the table. How is the mood going into one game to go, but going into the winter break potentially in that form?
It's good. There's a very positive vibe around training. Everybody's always up for a game and everybody's up for training. The intensity is even at training's improved over the months gone by. So going into the break, I think it's come at a good time for us. So we can go and work on little bits and pieces, like we're losing 1 or 2 goals every other game. So to have the time to go and work on little things, I think it'll be good for us.
In terms of the way that the squad is playing right now and the squad that you have, is it the strongest side that you've been involved in at Dundee United in the SWPL?
Yeah, Dundee United, 100%. I mean, a lot of the girls I've played with since I was a young teenager, and it's good to be able to play with these girls again. And I think as we've gone on through the years, everybody's went to different teams, and we've all kind of came back together. And even the young ones coming through, you can see where the club wants to go as well. So yeah, I definitely think it's been good.
Certainly reflected on the pitch. So let's talk about that month of November, because the first game was a 6-0 away win to Queen's Park. You scored twice in that one. You hadn't played in the league since the 10th of October. So was it nice to kind of blow off the cobwebs a little bit and get back to winning ways in the league?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, for me personally, before the game, I'd went to watch one of the other teams with Graham, and he'd said to me about scoring goals. And from then on, I was like, that's it, I'm going to score goals. I've not been one to score goals personally, because I've not normally played centre half. But it's been a goal this season to go and score goals as well. And as a team, as collectively, we've been trying to score goals all over the pitch, and we've been working from going from back to front. So to get these goals and keep clean sheets is a target we've been trying to keep, and we've managed to do it so far, really.
The next game that you came up against, Station Park, so a home tie against rivals St Johnstone, a 5-1 win in the end. It was comfortable in the scoreline, but it was a harder game on the pitch. Give us an idea as a player what it was like to maybe have a slight difficulty maybe in the first half and then come out quite convincing in the end.
I think for us as a team in the first half, we just couldn't string any passes together, really. The first half was probably the worst first half we played this season. I don't know if it was a lot of being at a different home pitch sort of thing, and it took us a while, but as soon as we hit into the second half, you could see that the park kind of suited us. A bigger pitch suits us. We like to get the ball wide, and from as soon as we got this, I think it was the second goal, we kicked on from there, and we're quite happy to get the win.
And then you spoke about getting goals in the final game of the month against Stirling University, a hat-trick for you in that game, and obviously another convincing victory for your team in the league. How did that feel, though, first and foremost, getting the hat-trick?
Oh, unbelievable. I don't think I've scored a hat-trick since I was a youngster since then. And again, it comes back to the Queen's Park game. I got the 2, and I was told after the game that I was quite lucky that I didn't get the 3, because they would never hear the end of it. And then I got the 3 against Stirling. One of them maybe controversial, being a cross, but unbelievable. It was such a good feeling. And again, as a team, just keep scoring goals, and it's just one of our targets. We want to be as ruthless as possible, and it was one of the targets we've set at the start of the season. Instead of going winning games by 2 goals, go and win the game by 3, 4, 5 goals. So yeah.
From that perspective, that you are scoring goals, but you're helping your team to comfortable victories as well, how much of an added sweetness does that give to your personal success?
It's always been. I wouldn't class myself as such a greedy player. It's always good to be involved in amongst the goals and giving my all for 90 minutes on the pitch, as every other player does in our team. We all play for each other, and it's all about playing for the team, really. So yeah, it's a big added sweetness, really, to keep scoring goals and the team making team goals, really.
In terms of the goals that you score as well, I think it'd be fair to say you certainly provide an aerial threat for Dundee United. Does that boost the team, knowing that you've got creativity and you've got ability throughout the whole squad, but when you've got a set piece as well, you know that you have an advantage?
Yeah, it's something we worked on within pre-season was set plays and how we were going to go about them this season, because in previous seasons we didn't score much from set plays. So it was a big thing that we worked on, and it's glad to see that it's paying off over the season so far.
And as well, in terms of the month of November, not only were you scoring goals and assisting for your teammates, you played the full 90 minutes in all 3 games. How proud are you of that aspect, that you're a regular starter for Dundee United as well?
Yeah, it's always been a name of mine to make sure I'm on the pitch. I don't really mind where I'm playing on the pitch as long as I'm on the pitch. So it's a good thing. Anything to help the team, really. I'm quite happy to play in any position or do what I need to do to help the team. And I feel like everybody else in the team's the exact same. So, yeah.
Perhaps the ultimate question from a personal perspective. We spoke about the goals, helping your team, winning games. Do you feel like you're in the best form of your life currently?
Yeah. I mean, from seasons gone by, even playing at Forfar or with my short spell at Aberdeen, this is definitely the best form I've been in. I think a lot of it's come down to fitness. During lockdown, got myself fit. I've spent a lot of time watching professional teams and working on playing between the lines and loads of different things. So from a personal perspective, this is definitely the best position I've been in as a player, and hopefully it continues and I can grow as a player.
I think I know the answer to the ambition for Dundee United, which is to win the league and get promotion to SWPL 1. That's the big ambition. So I guess what I would like to ask is, what would it mean to you personally and the squad if you were to go on and achieve that?
I think it would be massive for us. We were narrow last year of going through. In some ways, I think it was a slight blessing in disguise, so that we could build as a team and work on our weaknesses and improve for this season. I mean, there's still a lot of good teams in our league. It's never an easy game on a Sunday. So for us winning the league, it would be good, as we could. We'd like to see our challenging ourselves against the likes of Spartans and Hibs, and I mean we've had to play them each of them this season, and it's a good test for us to see where we need to be over the next couple of months if we go on to win.
And finally, you were voted Player of the Month by the public and the head coaches in SWPL2. What message would you give to them, to those people that had voted for you?
Just a massive thank you. A special thanks to my work, for especially they're really good with my football. They don't have to be as good with my football as they are, and they allow me the time off to play, and people are always willing to swap shifts with me and all the rest of it. And from getting picked from the coaches in the league, it's a privilege to me, because I can feel like other people are can see my hard work and what I've put into it, and I've just can't thank anybody enough for voting.